So, I mean, how did it go outside of, I guess, these two sets?
This set. Wait, what set is
This
this?
is
This is
the
the Marth set.
Ics.
This is the Marth set, and this is the. Okay, so
This is the
we were gonna
Ics.
watch. So yeah, so the icy set, I was very disappointed in the end. The end
Yeah.
game. I lost. Yeah, spoilers. I lost. I got third in this Arcadian, and I was really disappointed in myself. I was playing very well that tournament. Yeah. Okay. So little bad thing. I was very nervous
Yeah.
before the night before. So what I did before, I watched like the Smash doc to get like a little hyped up before
Yeah.
you go to bed. I'm like, I'll just watch the Smash doc to not feel nervous. And it actually kind of helped. It really helped me. And I like listen to my music, and I just like, all right, it's gonna just. I had like a game plan. Like, yeah, I just go in. I practice. I'm gonna go 100%, and if I win, I want to win. I said, no, I want to win. I just want to win, right?
Yeah. That's pretty beast. Yeah, I know. I have things that like I specifically hype myself up with, so I think it's really helpful, especially like if you're like wired and you just like cannot sleep the night before too. I usually get that. So yeah, no, I usually always like watch like a few things before. But yeah, do you want to watch the Ices or the Marth set first? Like, which one do you want?
Oh, we can go Marth, because Marth is I hate by myself. In deep my heart, I hate this matchup. Yeah, it's the Marth set. Yeah, you went Marth for two sets, and then you went Falco. Falco.
Okay.
I was was the Marth part, So
What are your thoughts on Marth before we get into
Marth, oh, don't let me start on this matchup. Get me started, bro. Holy, this matchup. The thing is, like, if you Marth is very good at killing you very quickly. Right? If I fuck up or do anything bad, and he's just gonna grab me, down throw, force smash me, I'm dead.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh well. I was like, well, my bad, my bad. My bad.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I just don't like this matchup at all. This is my number one most hated matchup in the game. I said no. Yeah, number one. Yeah, number one. It's number one.
Yeah, I would say generally it's like I understand the frustration, like yeah, it feels like you die every time, but he has to play mix-ups in order to kill you off of grab and off of like landing. So it's like, I mean, I'm sure I'll see it like through this, but yeah, I mean, it's like not to like downplay how hard this match. I think this matchup is losing, like, but it's not like I think it's losing
Terrible.
for other reasons as well too. But
Yeah.
I'll just watch it for a bit and then I'll like go like more in depth. I just want to see.
Ooh.
Okay. I would say I don't think you actually wave dashed once. Oh, you did literally wave dash as soon as you said that, but I don't think you wave dashed neutral one time except for that the entire time. I think the majority of this matchup, at least in 2025, is based off the ground play. It's like you're trying to like wave dash forward and get a lot of CC interactions essentially. And like jumping into the air versus Marth, especially at low percent, just gets you forward aired. And like I would say around like 0 to like 40-ish, that's when you just get comboed. Like if you get faired once, you get faired again, or you get fair neared or something like that. So like at low percent especially, you really should not be trying to jump because you'll just get hit by like that forward air. I think realistically should hit you. Like this could have been a combo forward air, but they don't. They do this like really weird drift back after actual like double fair there, but like if it was another Marth, they would just double fair you, and you're just already at 24, maybe at like 32 or something like that after that. So I would say like, yeah, at low percent, you're really trying to wave dash forward. You can kind of play more aerial based, like past like 40%, because it won't combo into another aerial. Sometimes it still will, because Marth is just, again, that good. But in general, you're really trying to avoid just like racking up a lot of damage on yourself in these early spots due to aerials, because, I mean, again, like your thing of like killing early, it's because you get a lot of damage racked up on you early, is the only way that really happens. Like, it feels like it's early, but realistically, playing like the CC and like ground interactions, even though you can get grabbed on the ground, he still has to like worry about, oh, I can get arrested here for trying to grab you. Like, so it's like a lot better for you to like always have that fear. Whereas if you're in the air at these low damage, you're just like, well, nothing is, like nothing. Yeah, I mean, you're not gonna get that much being in the air. Like, you really want to be getting like grabs and like up tilts at these low damage to try and get up tilt rest. So like trying to get like up throw, like up air, back air strings, like off stage. And it's just like, just fighting air to air at low percent, you're just gonna lose your damage output way higher than playing grounded. I don't think you use falling up air that much either. I was just thinking right here. It's funny because I think this is like actually a pretty like bad habit for most people to just do back air falling up air all the time, but it's pretty good still. Like, it's a good, like right here when it worked. The only like issue of doing back air falling up air is just having it as a habit. But like, it's still good to just do like back air and then empty land still, just because you have the opportunity to go for like empty land up tilt, empty land grab. But as long as Marth isn't really crouch canceling in those spots, like right here, you could probably still get a falling up air like before they can get out that down air as well. But even if they were just like after down air, you just falling up air, like you're still in the air and you're falling up air, they still have to be CCing and ASCI downing to like not just auto like basically die to like up tilt rest. So it's still pretty good for that ship. This is like kind of what I mean with the wave dash forward, but like you can just like wave dash and just like sit there. You don't really have to jump. It's pretty common for people to do wave dash jump like very fast like this. It's just Marth will be ready to grab a neutral air and just be able to hit this.
Up near me.
Yeah, you just basically have to do wave dash wait a lot. Because again, like he doesn't have Fox or like Falcon dash speed, so he can't really just like run up like up Spanish like a Fox or run up grab you like that fast. So you can just sit there crouching, and like Marth is cornered, so he wants to get out of the corner like as quickly as possible, and Nair is like a pretty like common way for him to do that. Like, you could potentially try and dash out of the corner, but I think realistically with how far you were away, this should just be like, you can probably do like a short hop drill expecting the dash or like kind of reacting to it. But yeah, I think waiting here would be a lot better. I would say pound is pretty bad in this matchup. It's like, yeah, sometimes he will just get pound rest, but almost every other time it just won't work, and it'll just be sad, and you'll just get like aerial.
Yeah, you get grab and force math.
Yeah, like at 37, like they could have done like fair or grab here, and both of those would have netted like at least 30 damage. So yeah, it's like again like trying to mitigate ways to like not put yourself in the tipper kill percent range essentially, because that's like the only thing you're really scared of until like high percent, like 100 or ish, when side E up tilt can kill or just raw up tilt. So it's like as long as you mitigate ways to get at least risk reward wise, like playing like in a way where if even though you're taking risks, you're gonna at least like get up tilt rest, up air rest, grabs more than just like getting hit by an aerial or for doing like a pound or just doing like a jump at them at these low damage points. This was actually good recovery. You recognize that Marth was like down here. Once you do this fair, just don't lay on the platform. Just fully take center. Like, I think it's better to take center to even try and like interact in this spot, because I think a lot of times Marths will just click forward smash on landing here and just hit you. they really like to cover themselves a lot of the time, like especially in these like little corner spots. So they'll just click S smash on landing. Like best case scenario here, you probably hit like a crouch cancel, and like maybe they could still even forward smash you for it. So I would just not even back here. I would just fully take center and just be content with like just sitting there crouching and just seeing what they want to do to get out of the corner. Because sometimes they will just literally whiff F smash even when you don't throw that back air to try and like catch them running out of the corner. And you can just like short hop back here to the S smash, or sometimes even if you're close enough you can like rest it or like falling up or something.
Okay, that drill is a really bad habit. It's a bad habit. It's a bad habit that I picked up, and I should stop. I told myself to stop doing this, and I keep doing it. So
Short hop drill is so good in this matchup, so I understand. But
it's a bad habit.
in this spot specifically, you had a landing situation, so you landed and then Marth did this like dash grab all the way through you.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna ignore the fact that there was a dash grab here at all. When you land in this type of spot, you really should not be attacking majority of the time. You want to be either doing like wave dash away. Sometimes Marth will try and read that with a dash grab, like catching the wave dash back, which they can do, and grab you for it. And then you can mix that up with just crouch. You can spot dodge, shield, jump away. I would just not be attacking anytime you land like this. It's just like you landed with an aerial. Maybe if you empty landed, you can attack here, but even then, I would still probably prefer doing wave dashing back majority of the time. Like that's like the default. Like puff lands, she wave dash back. Puff lands, she wave dash back. Like that's like you should be doing that first, regardless of like any situation that happens. And then once the Marth starts reading it, then you have to mix in the other options. But I would really not be attacking when I land in general. Like yeah, I definitely should die there.
Oh.
You can it
That
probably the first one was probably just a missed drill. I should again. This one.
Hit the drill.
Yeah, I feel like you weren't just like following the SDI. You can basically do that when you drill. You can just it's like pretty reactable to be like, okay, especially like Marth, you'd be like, okay, Marth just teleport to the right, I can kind of still follow it. I feel like you're just a little bit slow on that. But yeah, you try to, it was like drill grab at 60 because you did a light shield. Yeah, I mean that just doesn't combo at 60. What I like doing instead on these like low percent drill interactions when I know it doesn't combo, I basically just hard read what Marth does. So Marth shielding here is just wrong, so I'm gonna ignore that. But let's say Marth did spot dodge, like you can just hard read the spot dodge with wrist. A lot of times Marth's default here, when you drill at these low damage, they'll just up B to try and hit you for that. You can just shield the up B, and then you can just try and relay the rest on it. Or if they do, but also, so the hard part about this like drill at low damage stuff, when you're like right next to Marth and it's not like you're hitting dash or something, you still have to like, there's opportunities, if you guess wrong you die, but it's such a good like spot that even though if you guess wrong sometimes you can die, I still like going for these situations, because let's say like you went for drill here, you read the up B and they grab instead, also another option, and you get the DI wrong, you DI for forward throw, they do down throw, and you die at this percent. Like that sucks, but at the same time, if you did drill in the crouch, you just rest the grab. So it's like basically everything that Marth can do here out of the hits on a drill, you can basically kill him for. That's kind of why I still like doing this type of mix-up. And like you can die, but Marth has to guess right more often than you, because like you guessing wrong here usually should not lead to you dying more than Marth guessing wrong. Like yeah, I mean if they roll, then you can cover that with another drill or rest. They do a dash out of this, sometimes do a dash. You can just drill that again. And if they do this really bad shield, you can obviously grab, but I don't think this shield is an actual mix-up here at all. Doesn't really make sense. Because if you drill the shield, and nothing really bad happens to you, because you can just mix up whether you land here or here, and they can't really down air out of shield for free here. So, I mean, that spot is like really huge. I don't like how you go to the ground here, realistically. I think you just stay in the air, pretty much all the time when you're juggling Marth. And like, let's say he does like land here, which is kind of what you're covering with this like fall down back air. If you're right here instead, and like let's say he gets up shield in time when he lands with aerial, you can just empty lane grab. And like it's so hard for Marth to be like, okay, he's going to empty lane grab here. He doesn't have shine out of shield, and his wave dash out of shield isn't even that good. So like you missing empty lane grab reads is like completely fine. Because like the worst case scenario is like maybe he'll Nair out of shield, and like okay, cool. But if he guesses wrong and you just falling back here from this height, you just hit him mid Nair, he just dies. So I would try and be higher up, like here, continuing juggling, so you can still have the opportunity to hit this. You get away with it anyways, but Marth didn't have to come down at that downer height at all. They could have gone for it, like a double jump, edge cancel, even going to top platform with like a wavelet on, like these side B mix-ups. Like that's why it's like better to still be in the air the majority of your juggle, because you still have the opportunity to hit them for being up here. Like yeah, now this was like way better being continuously being up here. Just drill coming down. Just don't use Nair like that. Nair just doesn't really do much. Like I like using Nair at like low percent, like 0. Sometimes like trying to get like Nair up tilt or cheese and like Nair grab, but like apart from that, anytime I Nair, it's like a bad habit from just other matchups of just being like, okay, I want to Nair because they're higher percent. But the problem with Nair against Marth is they just click F smash, and if you Nair into an F smash, sometimes you will get tippered and die, and like that's just like an auto lose interaction. They can even aerial it, so it's like Nair is just so bad. Yeah, again, you're too low here for sure on this shark. Yeah. Nice. That was really good. Alright, no jump. In general, how the landing works, besides like the free landing you got earlier, you're trying to go center stage. If you can't go center like here, you couldn't go center because Marth was controlling side platform. Because he's controlling side plat, he can jump, fair you. There's no way to get around into center. You can't go down into center either. He can just do a falling down air and just cover that. So basically center was, sorry, back to being so scared. Right here. Center is just not an option. Unless you see Marth dash all the way into the corner like he did over here, center is not an option. So I would, again, you're starting to go to center from here. If you can't go center because Marth is like basically in this range, then you're gonna want to go to side plat, like edge of side plat. And then if Marth is like here-ish, even like about here, like towards the edge of the side plat, then you have to go edge. You basically have to just play that mini game over and over again. So you're trying to go for center, trying to go for side plat, and then you're trying to go for edge, like in that order. Like ideally, you don't want to have to play from edge because you could get like F smashed. You have to still escape the corner somehow. Like you have to like tournament winner, and like at this percent, tournament winner's not great. So it's like pretty annoying to get out of the corner, like at 100. But it's like because he was controlling side play, he just literally could not go center at all. Like there was no mix-up. It was just because he was positioned like that, it just was not possible. I would say the majority of your recoveries are going to be on the edge. You won't get center that often. You won't get side platform as often. It depends on the Marth for sure, but that's kind of just like the flow chart I follow. Again, you went for pounds, and you probably should take a lot more damage there. I think that was kind of similar to your down air on the missed grab, where like you just kind of misjudge how much time you had to punish things. I mean that's like kind of like a game sense thing. That's not really like I know that would just come with time and be like, okay, well I know I have enough time to punish this with a pound. I would say in general though, with punishing with pound is like pretty impossible in melee. There's like very few times I'm like, okay, I can go for a pound because they whiffed the move. I would say like maybe on like up B on the stage or side B on the stage for like Fox, like I can do that sometimes. And like up B on the stage for Marth, but it has to be like really like your recoveries that can like you can actually like punish a pound. You can't just be like raw neutral. But again, you should probably be at 40 damage already just because you went for pounds. Nice for grip. Yeah, you're not looking for opportunities to grab in these grounded spots. Like right here, I'd be thinking I want to just try and wave dash forward grab or empty lane grab. You just like default to like going for like short hop back air in a lot of these close interactions, but short hop back air just won't win you the game in these spots because a lot of times again, if you just like CC here, add a hit stun, out like the downer leg, and then you just get grabbed for going for this back air.
Yeah.
So it's not a good spot. You just have to go for higher roller things. It's actually pretty fine. The one problem though, you don't really want to go these like falling back air type approaches, especially from high up, because they will just get dash hits grabbed. I'm surprised Mark didn't get dash hits grabbed there. Actually, it almost looked like he went for it because see how his face like contorts there. I thought like he was trying to go for a dash hits grab based on what his facial expression was, because that's what I felt like as soon as he went for this falling back air. I would say in general, you want to try and use your auto cancel short hop back airs and auto cancel full hop back airs, because of how powerful, especially at this percent. If it was lower percent on you, I mean it's more fine, but like you're in percent where if they get like either dash dance grab on this back air or they get CC grab on it or ACI down, you just auto die to grab, and then they hard read you, they hard read your DI. So it's just like you basically put yourself at a 50% chance to die with this move. Technically, again, there's like opportunities for you to go for like wave dash away, spot dodge, but it just wasn't gonna get you. Like, yes, if you hit this back here, they probably are off stage because they're in mid dash. But I would say majority of the time they just will not get hit by this move at all. They won't really be like pushing themselves into center stage again. Just because like you're not even like, if you were like here when you started this full hop back here, you did like in place, maybe this is a little bit better just because they have more incentive to escape the corner. But you were over here when you started this. They didn't really have like a pressure to get out of the corner because they have all the way like this space to try and dash. A lot more opportunities. It's another falling under spot for sure. I actually don't mind the fact that you went for back here. I thought you just empty landed. I didn't even see the back here come out there because it wasn't really a hitbox at that point. Yeah, I mean this is just another falling under spot in general. I do think empty land is still fine as well. Like I was saying earlier, I think empty land's a good habit to have, but you just are doing these like really low back airs that just won't hit anything because they just don't have hitbox. Basically, that's a crazy ass match.
Okay, wait. I have a question, actually. Okay, wait. When Mark doing that? Okay, I have a question. I've been playing, you know, BZ, right? He's like my best player in my region.
Yeah.
Anyway, I was playing him all the time, and he does that all the time. And I don't know how to beat it. Like, I'm doing for Mark Killer, and he just spot dodge, and I try to hit him with the back air, and it's miss all the time.
Short hop out of shield grab ledge for sure.
Okay.
Yeah, this is. You can like, I think you should technically be able to hit this with back air, but it's just like, it is easier to just grab ledge on this because they can't really do anything about it. Like maybe they can like fully air dodge all the way on the stage, but Marth just doesn't have an air dodge that's like that crazy, so I don't think that was even possible at that distance. Yeah, there's no way Marth makes it on the stage with his air dodge here. So yeah, I just grab ledge out of this.
Ledge, yeah, okay.
This specific height, yeah, I would say grab ledge. If it was closer, like if you did the air dodge here and you did air dodge up like this, I would just back here. Because you have less time. Because you have more time, I would just grab edge.
Yeah.
For sure. Also, I did like how you did full hop cancel down here. That's like really good. I think he's like this one is a little bit not as good, but it's just like a good approaching tool, like lower damage to like not get CC'd again because it's auto cancel, and like they have to like kind of guess what you do after the drill to not die, because if they just like sit in place, they get out tilted. If they try and dash grab you for doing out up tilt, you can just wait dash back. Like, but yeah, I do like auto cancel down there. You just haven't used it that much. Yeah, you're just a little bit slow here. Is the right idea.
Or am I just Markle again? Or doing Markle again?
I guess you actually probably could out of dash check.
Attack, turn around, Mark Killer? Yeah, that'd be Mark Killer, yeah.
Because you could, at this point, you'd be teetered after the dash check. Yeah, you could actually just hold Light Shield right there, and you'd be facing forward, yeah, but you could grab them from going for up B, I'm pretty sure, at this distance. Sometimes they can sweet spot around the grab, but, like, I would say it's a little bit sketch to try and do, like turnarounds, like, roll, like, mark it, like, I would probably do the Light Shield right here instead after the dash check immediately, or I would try and short hop grab ledge like out of my dash check. Either one, like, or yeah. Actually, now that I'm looking at this, you could probably sync grab ledge out of the dash check. But I guess you're not teetered. Usually his feet can be moving. I can't tell. I'm really bad at frame by frame on YouTube. Okay, I guess you are not teetered, even though it kind of looks like it should be. I don't see the animation. But yeah, if you were teetered here, like you're fully off the edge, you can just press sing after dash tech is done, and you just auto grab ledge there. Do not hit. This is another, the same type of Nair. Like, do not do this Nair at all. This was getting finished. Instead here, okay, so this time you just like, again, this is like good sharking principles, like I was saying. I would say you could be a little bit closer than you were to try and snipe that fair, but whatever, that's fine. Right here, instead of doing this Nair, you just lay on the ground and crouch. Nothing bad will happen. The cool thing about crouch too is that like, if they go for F smash on your crouch, like it's really hard for them to kill you for it. Like, so that's why I like just holding crouch in all these spots where they maybe could F smash. And then if you do crouch and then shield, they just can die for the F smash. So that's why it's just fine. But yeah, just never do this approach in there. This should always get you killed. I like grabbing edge there, that was fine. I would say doing auto cancel back here to hit like aerial on a stage is slightly worse than doing short hop, like a low back here from like further away. So like I would probably be like sitting here and doing short hop and just like empty land, short hop empty land, or doing short hop like and then like last second like low back air if they try and like get off the edge on a read. It's just a little bit easier to not get reversal here because I think you should sometimes just like lose this interaction if you're doing auto cancel back here because you're just not like using the full like disjointed puffs back there when you're doing the auto cancel here, essentially. That's fine. When they do this S smash, just do full hop auto cancel down there on the stage. That would be really good there. Again, you're trying to like limit like their potential CC, so that'd be another way to limit it as well. Just always using auto cancel aerials basically, outside like a few spots. This was weird interaction. ICs weren't CCing at all, because I'm pretty sure they were not ready for this at all. If they were, they would have grabbed you out of it. I don't think you can get side B out of there like that. Pretty sure you just didn't click CC after the back air. Like that's the whole point about doing like this like really approaching back air is to CC. I don't really like this back air in general. Like I was saying earlier about these like really like.
It was bad. It was pretty bad. Like I'm like, from my side, I'm like, this is bad. I was not getting that back air.
Yeah, like these close like back air spots like aren't that good in general. It's more like these like back air spots where you cover like the startup of like a jump, the startup of like dash towards you, and then like and the startup of wave dash towards you to down tilt or something like that. Like that's kind of what these like short hop auto cancel backers are for. They're not really supposed to be that approaching with them. They're really more in place or like slightly drift back. And then like you have to mix those up with like full hop to like try and like not get down tilted essentially. But yeah, it's really like when you're this close, I'm really only clicking like grab and drill or crouch. Like I'm not really trying to back air this close like this in general. So some of these side Bs you can actually just aerial down out of them like fair or drill. They have to like kind of guess what you're gonna do, because if you do this jump away, they can just chase this with up air. They do side B and then just jump up air and it hits you. So that's why it's a good mix up to like still try and do fair drill sometimes coming down. And sometimes it's like literally just a true combo. Like there's nothing they can do about fair coming down sometimes. Here they definitely can up tilt before the fair comes out. Maybe the downer would actually come out before the up tilt. I don't know. It's probably close. But just something to keep in mind, because you haven't done it once. There's been a few spots.
Oh, wow.
So you could technically wrist sometimes these misdowners out of shield. Like this one, yeah, you could probably wrist it. Yeah, you just do like a really safe roll, which is like whatever, but oh, you should kill there. You do. Okay. I should see if there's a better defeat here. They look like roll sloppy just because they had an opportunity to recover. Here, back here, back. You drift so far away. It's like you were like confident that this would connect, but once you hit the first one, I don't think there's like that much of a reason to be drifting back on your second one, essentially. Because you got them out of the air with no jump. You can just keep clicking back here. Like, there's not really like a way for them to escape the situation in general.
Yes, why the fuck?
Invincibility, I would just jump off stage. Like, you should not be getting hit like this. Jump off stage is still kind of scary because they could like hard read your like jump off stage with S Nash or whatever, but it's still like a better spot than just like being in center where they can just hit you with an aerial. Again, down here. This is another spot where you should be able to like get like 30 damage right here. They did like a really passive Nair. Even then, they could probably still dash fair if they're a little bit faster. It just looks slow from them. Nice, you grabbed. That was the first grab you did. That was really good. Nice. Yeah, you just like when you're going for these reads, you really have to press it. Like you can't just like do like a fade back when you do these jump reads from Marth. Like if you keep pressing it here, you just auto kill and you don't have to play any like recovery mix up at all. Like Marth had a lot of ways to like make that trickier, especially on the first one on the left side. That one was like so free for you, like that.
Yeah.
He just like let you get a kill even though you didn't get your back air string. Yeah, you generally when you're hitting those backers, like you got the no jump Marth, like you have to kill them with back air. You can't like play like a mix up of recovery. That's just what they want you to be. But do you wanna watch more of this set or do you wanna go up ICs?
We can go Ices now because I get the main idea.
Yeah, I'm trying to think if there's anything else that was on my mind about this matchup. I would say there wasn't that many platform interactions, but generally on the platforms, you want to be trying to mix up whether you do short hop or not short hop. You do full hop away on the platforms to like get Marth to jump at you with like an aerial, and then you just whip punch for it. That's a big concept. Another one's like, okay, you can do like the Nair and up tilt on your shield to try and shield poke you. And then in that spot, you're just really just trying to mix up when you basically shield drop. Either you're shield dropping after the aerial or you're shield dropping after the up tilt, either one. You can technically rest up tilt on shield. It's a little bit tight though. I don't do it that often unless I really need to. Yeah, I mean that's like the only thing I didn't really come up that much. I mean, I think everything else is kind of went over. But yeah, for the Ices.
That's the big one.
Yeah.
All right, Ice Slammers. Oh, this matchup is a battle of attrition. It's who has more endurance than the other one. Dunes.
Yeah, it's
I feel like
yeah, go on.
I feel like I feel like I don't hate this matchup. In the beginning I hated this matchup, but the more I play, I'm like, okay, I need to be more careful and try not be too tired while I'm playing. Don't feel tired. Just feel more. Just try to be more awake and not be tired. Don't feel like ugh, and not be annoyed.
Yeah, I would say this matchup is pretty taxing mentally for sure. Even though there's no wobbling anymore, there's still a lot of risk when you actually try and interact with ice climbers. It's like similar how you can actually die early. Like you could legit die at 30% on like guaranteed on some stages off a grab. Even like not even in the corner, it could be second stage you die at 30. Like yeah, I mean it's a tough matchup to be in it for the whole time. I would say stock 1 is like the most important. Even more than pretty much every other puff matchup where I think stock 1 matters a lot because approaching ice climbers when you're down is so much worse than approaching climbers when you're up or camping when you're up. You could technically always in melee use your time and like kind of like take your time even when you're down to make like neutral wins happen. As long as you're like not just doing that as your only strategy, like if you're pretending that you're always up and just like camping when you're down, especially in this matchup, it just won't work. If you're playing against a really like patient and like locked in player. So I'm not like trying to advise that, but definitely I would say there's still opportunity to like take your time a little bit when you're down if you lose stock 1. But besides that, I would say this matchup's very percent based in terms of when I want to approach or not. At this percent, I'm really trying to approach because before 30, I know I can't really die to anything that happens, like any landings that I mess up, I get wrong reads or whatever. I'm gonna take damage, yes, and like I don't want to take a bunch of damage, but I'm gonna be playing in a way at like past 30% where I won't really be having that much risk of dying. It's not really like the Marth matchup where I have to like always be interacting with Marth on the ground and like these types of situations where I could die to grab at like the higher percent, so I want to mitigate my damage at low percent so I don't just always be at a kill percent. You just won't be in spots to get grabbed that often in this matchup past 30, so it's like not the worst thing in the world to like take a bunch of risks at low damage. Just like again, you'll lose some percent, you'll get to 30% fast sometimes, but sometimes you'll kill them in a way that matters a lot. And generally when you're attacking, you really want to be trying to hit one climber. Specifically Nana is really easier to hit because once you get one higher percent, you just separate, and then you can play a lot of cool mix-ups where you attack. Like if you hit Nana as high percent, hit Nana away, she's like in a knockdown situation, you would target switching on the Popo and hit Popo. You get damage on Popo, you hit Nana, once Popo's a hit stun, like there's so many good situations that come up when they're split. You don't really have to force very early percent splits with like Pound. That's a big problem that people do in this matchup, but let me just watch a minute of it and see how it goes. But yeah, I mean that's a pretty big issue that people find. They just like Pound, and it's kind of similar to Marth where you just get a bunch of damage built on you, but it's even worse because you don't, like that's a good risk sometimes to take, but you're not going to benefit as often as just like backering to just build the damage. It's like about the same like reward in the end. It's like you will split up climbers just a little bit later percent, so you don't have to just like spam. Oh, you did like 3 pounds already, so that's pretty funny. But yeah, you don't have to spam pound to like get a very early split. You can just backer your way to a split.
dead. Yeah.
Okay.
And, yeah.
I feel like when you're camping, the biggest thing I was thinking, like besides the pounds that already literally just happened in the first 5 seconds, when you're camping, I feel like you don't have that much like intention of ever like hitting ice climbers, like for just like sitting there in neutral and just like kind of doing nothing. Does that make sense? I feel like a lot of your camping is like actually just like, please ice climbers jump up to me with like a full hop aerial. And like again, you can kind of play that way sometimes, but you can't only have that be your like camping strategy. Like you have to like sometimes like when you're up here, you have to like fall down a little bit and like interact a little bit with like hit them with like a low like back air. Like you'll see SDJ play that way a lot if you watch any of their sets with ice climbers, where they do this like full hop in the corner and then like low back air hit ice climbers for like just being on the ground. Like even when they're down, like they'll play that type of gameplay. I still think like there's merit again to like jumping around the platforms and having ice climbers like full hop at you and then like you back air or falling up air them for doing that. Like that's good, but it's like you have to have the other side of that gameplay where there's no incentive for ice climbers to jump up there essentially when you're down. But there is incentive if they're like, oh, the puff is gonna come down with me, like and like try and fight, like then I'll be like, okay, maybe I'll attack them on the platforms and do like a little bit more like risky things because they have to play other mix-ups. But they can just sit on the ground the entire time you're doing this and nothing will happen essentially. But yeah, again, I'm trying to like definitely build damage on mana. I'm not really trying to camp at like 0 essentially. I would say this type of back air is not good. Right. You don't really want to do things that will get you traded in general in this matchup. Most of your aerials are going to be like full hop, like low back airs in place to catch like wave dash in or movement at you. I got the SDJ thing I was saying. Or it's like you're doing like auto cancel back air approaching, and they don't really have a good like out of option CC to punish you like crossing them up. Or just like in general, if you don't land. If you do not land on the ground after doing an aerial, they have a hard time dealing with that. They don't have like a Marth forward smash out of crouch cancel. They don't have like their best move out of crouch cancel that's fast is down smash. That just won't hit you if you jump out of your aerial. So it's like they have a really hard time of dealing with like just straight up approaching like auto cancel aerials into like full hop fair, full hop back air. Like they can't really deal with that type of gameplay at all, unless they like hard read it with shield and like try and like back air at a shield after you cross them up or something, or do wave dash at a shield, like try and wave dash a shield back air to like catch you jumping away. Like it's so hard for them to like deal with you like approaching with auto cancel into like cross up gameplay, which is like really weird. It's not a very traditional approach style in this matchup compared to other ones, but yeah, I mean doing approaching with like L cancel back airs like this just auto get you grabbed basically every time. So you just always want to be like auto canceling and like you can cross up again and like you like jump out of your aerial and just keep jumping, and like it's really hard for them to punish. But yeah, like I'm saying with Pound, it's like you don't have to rush the split at all. You can just like here I'd be doing like, instead of Pound right here, I would just land next to them and see maybe they'll just like back air at a shield because they expect this Pound, and then I just grab them after they land out of the back air and I backdoor Nana or something, and then Nana's off stage, she's a higher percent. Maybe Sopo hits me with a down smash sometimes, but maybe I get a spot dodge after I go for back throw and they get rested. Like, so it's just a lot easier to like split, like taking your time to split than playing like these Pound interactions basically. Pound is really good. Like you have to pound sometimes when you're down, but it's stock 1. You haven't lost your stock yet. Like you can just take your time and just take your time on the split. Like here is actually the spot to do like the full hop back here in place instead of doing this. Like right here, I would just, you can do full hop empty land, you can do full hop low back here about like right here this height, just like disjoints like this. But you don't have to jump the platform like this because yes, they did jump up here and you should be able to get a whiff punish there, but you didn't have to play that game. Like let's say you did full hop empty land and then they jumped up there, you were below ice climbers and they had to come down, which is impossible. So like the difference in like what you're gonna get out of both interactions is huge. And then let's say they just like wave dash here and they put themselves in this spot and you do the back air, they can't really whiff punish that again. Their crouch cancel isn't that good in this matchup compared to like Marth. So they just would not be able to punish like doing the full hop back here in place, and you just get free damage essentially. But let's say you jump to the platform and they go all the way here with their wave dash, they can do like full hop up air, and it's pretty hard for you to just like get out of the way in this spot after you like commit yourself to the slide plat if they read it like this. But they did this like really early one, so it kind of worked out for you. Again, this is similar where if you were, let's say you did full hop empty land and they approached, you did back air, you did full hop jump away, and then they did this up smash, like just back do that for free. Just again, it's all about building damage until one gets knocked down. But again, like because you're past 30%, you have to really not approach and like play like pretty annoying. You can still do like the approaching short hop back here and the double jump back here and stuff, like full hop back here, full hop fair, like full always just not landing after it, like type of gameplay. But it's a lot harder because you just once you get clipped at those percents, then you're sometimes you could die. Like if they guess right after their reads, like maybe they can like find a follow-up grab, even though it's hard for them to do that. If they did, you die. So like that's why it's still like not great to be approaching after 30. You can still do it though, like to at least mix up like the gameplay of like, oh, I'm gonna jump around on plats versus I'm gonna full hop in place versus full hop a little bit back and then full hop back here. So it's like still kind of used. You could probably whiff punish this up smash with rest. You did like a double jump there. You just were already out of the range of the up smash, and I think you probably should have been able to react effectively smash. Yeah. You definitely have enough time to just fall down with them, and you probably can't rest at that height specifically, but you can probably fall like up there or try and grab. Both of those are just gonna be way higher than reward than trying to go for this pound. This pound's still good because it will cover like that wave dashing towards you, trying to like do wave dash back here. But again, you could potentially die for that as well too. And you don't really die as often to that falling up air or grab season situation. So yeah, this back air, it wasn't really the exact back air I'm talking about, but it almost worked. Like, it almost is the right idea. I would say generally you're not really trying to like do like a quick fall off the back platform back here like this. You're really trying to full up and then do the back here to try and whip punish something. This is another drill from ledge spot as well too, right here. Auto cancel drill from ledge. You can just turn around grab right after and then can't do anything about it. You can also go back to ledge after, then drill again. Like there's a lot of opportunity here. You're doing double aerial every time it lands, especially against ice climbers. You didn't do it as often versus Marth, but against ice, you're very committed to doing back air, falling back air. You just have to sometimes mix this up into empty land. Like it does work here, but I don't think it really should have. I think you should be getting wave dash down smash or wave dash grab here like 50% of the time. But you did the mix up 100%, so it works out for you in the sense that the ice climbers didn't punish it, but they probably should have been able to. There's very good opportunities to CC in this matchup because if you CC a jab, you could potentially risk them for it if they like go into you. But if they did this like very like space jab, you could potentially CC grab them for it, or like CCS smash sometimes too. So just look out for those opportunities. Like yeah, it's not the end of the world if they do like down smash because sometimes it'll just live at this percent. You get maybe opposite tech, or it just won't even. I don't even know if it kills that as a crouch cancel. But yeah, you definitely look for opportunities to crouch cancel this matchup. Just getting like CC rest on jabs, CC grabs, or like if you just crouch and they back air, like short hop back air into you, you can rest that. Like there's a lot of cool opportunities to rest with crouch cancel. And like again, like kind of similar to Marth, like if you just like crouch cancel and they go for their kill move, like S smash, with Marth and like down smash slices, they just won't kill you. And like you can play another like actual interaction again, instead of like jumping or something instead. Oh, you grabbed there. I feel like you almost did. Okay, this Nana pull doesn't really do anything, especially. You just space out of the way of this, of the Nana, and you should be able to just like falling in a bear back here. I feel like you're just getting hit too much for this. Also, I would say when Nana does this like Desync Blizzard like this, a lot of times you can actually just immediately start chasing her and just rest or falling up here. Rest if you're locked low. If you're like here, I would rest. Because she's in lag for so long out of this. And it's on Popo's job to like protect Nana in this spot. And it's like a deceptively terrible desync for Ics here. So yeah, I would look for that opportunity a lot. It comes up in so many. Fountain, it's a little bit weird because it's a smaller stage. But because they shouldn't really be doing this mix up that much on Fountain because it gives up a lot of space for you to approach. But a Stadium, Dreamland, FD, this comes up a lot. Like definitely look for opportunities to rest Nana for doing the Blizzard here. Yeah, this is like kind of the full hop back here gameplay, but you're doing it like full hop approaching, and then you're doing it again, just falling back here. This is what I kind of meant with like the approaching type of style, but you do like you do short hop double jump full back here instead of just doing short hop back here and then just cross up their shield. Like this would have been fine. And again, you can just like literally do short hop back here right here through their shield, and then you can jump away. Sometimes they'll try and back out a shield here. They did S smash, but the fact that they did S smash means I can just falling back here and just whip punish them for it. That's completely fine. But yeah, you can do like cross up again and then do fair on the cross up too. Like there's a lot of opportunities there for like cool interactions. Oh, nice. Oh, kill. Okay. Scared me there. You can kind of just like keep back airing off stage, and you can just like position yourself to never get hit by side B. I mean, essentially, that's kind of how I do my edge guards nowadays. I just like back air in place, and they will just eventually just fall into it, or they'll have to do like a very delayed side B, and I'll just jump back to stage, get my jumps back, and just back air them for coming back. Like you can just literally stay off stage with back air as long as you're not in distance to get hit by side B. Like this is like a little bit close. I would say about like the edge of this green circle. I'd probably be just standing back here in place. There's not much I can do about it.
That was us smash, by the way. I went us smash, but I pressed force smash.
Yeah, like I would say in general, you don't want to. This is like last resort type of gameplay to edge guard ICs. Like you don't really want to have to be even having to click a smash tech, because missing them just like you auto almost lose the game on the spot if you miss a smash tech on an edge guard. If you miss an aerial, it's not as bad because usually you will still have control of center and still be not hit stone there. Like they could have whip punished you for that. I would say against Popo, just spam grab. That's just really important. Spam grab. He just doesn't have a lot of ways to deal with it. He just wants to be shielding a bunch to try and like catch you doing like back air, falling back air. Because he has more mobility by himself, because he doesn't have to worry about, oh, I need to be like in sync with Nana or desynced with Nana in certain spots. So he's just a lot more easy opportunities to outplay you for doing like approaching with back air, approaching with Nair and stuff like that. So just try and like grab a bunch when it's Sopo. Whoa. I do not Nair like this, especially. It's actually the same thing as the Marth matchup, but almost worse because they can just wave dash out shield grab you for this. And like, yeah, maybe you could like click rest on a read that they're gonna wave dash in. That's a little insane to me, honestly. I do wave dash. I do sometimes rest them for wave dashing, but here it's just like putting yourself in a mix-up spot where you just auto die is just not great. if you guys want. Because you don't have to play those, like what I'm saying, you don't have to play these spots where you just auto die if you guys roll against Ice Climbers, basically. It's just not a matchup where you have to always be in risk of death when you land, like Marth or something like that. Just is not that matchup. Dive from pounding. You should have died there from pounding. That's a dash, jump gets off smash. Kill. Die there again. Okay. Yeah, I mean, like, there's 5 minutes left, and there's been 2 stock seekers gone. Like,
It's just bad pounds, just pounding.
yeah, pounds. Yeah, it's like realistically, like the timer could be like 4 minutes and 30. Like, you probably could have taken 30 more seconds and still been in the same spot, and I'd have been a lot happier with how it's going, essentially. Because again, like you're saying about the mental stuff, like you still are wearing down your opponent by like playing like slow-ish. Again, I'm not saying to like just camp while you're down the whole time or whatever, but again, like mixing in like the SDJ stuff I was saying, and then like also the approaching like aerials. But yeah, I mean, it's not like to like say like, oh, you should be like trying to time yourself out when you're losing. It's just you can take your time a little bit in this matchup. It's not like a big deal. Take a little bit longer to like try and build damage safely or safer than pound. It's not you're at 38, you're in a bad spot. Because sometimes even when you get the pound, like you don't get a perfect like opportunity for a punish. Like this was like pretty hard to actually convert to a kill consistently there. Like I think you had to like done like to not die with like rest. You'd have done like back air, like falling up. Like it was a lot of like reads you're gonna have to make to actually convert that to a kill. So like even getting an early split with pound, you're still not gonna kill like half the time. So it's tough. That was a really greedy approach by you. Again, that was pretty similar to the one you did on the left side of the stage. This should have just been CC'd by Ice Climber. Like I'm saying with CC being Ice Climber being bad, it's only as bad as you doing, if you do a full approach on top of them, it's really good because they can grab you. Or they can like dash grab you after. As long as you like space it, like if you're like here and Ices are here after the CC, they cannot grab you for that. They cannot do dash grab after. Like, and that's like the big thing essentially. This was kind of the spot I was thinking about where you do CC. If you actually do crouch there, but you jump away. But yeah, if you just stay crouching, you can just turn around, grab them for back air and go. And then again, if they did like a more deep back air there, you can just wrist them, and the hitbox doesn't hit you. So that's pretty cool. This was actually almost the back air. Like this is like the back air you should be getting. Again, your hitbox doesn't come out. I mean, that was similar to the Marth set, where I feel like you're not like actually getting like a good back air when you do this. I think there's a way to turn on hitboxes in Uncle Punch, but I would definitely just like look at how you're doing your back air and just like look at like the other puffs and just like see like is my back air like being out like, the whole time like spaced and everything. Because I feel like you're doing it too late almost, where you're not actually getting a hitbox at all, essentially. Just like that looked like an actual back. Like this one looked like an actual back air, even if it was like a little bit too close. Like again, I'll probably have been like back air right here, like starting my back air here. Nah, I'd been fine. Okay. When they do this type of like stall here, I'll just jump out there and hit Nana. It's really hard for Ices to defend here if you just jump out here. Yeah. Kill Nana. In general, just take your free Nana kill, I would say. I would say sometimes when you're down, you have to go for Popo, but I would just kill Nana because it's just a free kill and then you don't have to play, like, nice grab. You don't have to play, like, oh, wait, I missed my kill on Popo and then I have to play against Nana and Popo now. It's just like, it's an AI, so I would just kill the AI, essentially. Oh, dang. This is another crouch spot for sure. you definitely just like trying to do the early splits with pounds. That's like the biggest thing for sure. Yeah, like I would say like Nana's probably at like 20 to 30%. Like she's almost in back air like split percent. So she's an up air knockdown percent, so that's good. Cool. Again, this is another drill spot right here. Just to avoid you also did this is what I was saying about like not having to land here. Just double jump again right here. Don't even land. Just double jump again.
Jump, okay.
Yeah, because there's no, you don't have to land these spots. Damn. I was unlucky, honestly. I actually think that was kind of a fine backer too. I just got clipped by backer. Weird trade. Trying to think if there's anything else that was like, that's pretty big in this matchup that didn't really happen. I mean, up air rest is really good. Like, you can actually just, like, up air, like, expecting them to wave dash in, and they can't be CCing while wave dashing. They can ASDI down, but a lot of times they'll still get up air rested. I like that mix up a lot. Short hop drill is still good in this matchup, too. And you just, when you do the short hop drill, you just fade it back, and they really cannot, again, like, they don't have time to really wave dash forward and grab you in a lot of situations. So short hop drill is cool for that when you're both next to each other. Yeah, I mean, there was nothing really else that was like pretty big in this matchup that didn't happen. I mean, Airdodge to edge, again, that was a situation that came up in the Marth match. It did come up here, but that's a really common like Sopo recovery. You basically have to just be ready to grab edge again, but it's more about not committing early with your back air when you're trying to hit them. Because a lot of times you can just fair them for trying to do the Airdodge, and then they have to like recover again with side B. That's not good for them. Trying to think of what else. It's not really that much else. I think that was pretty much it for ICs.
All right.
Do you have any other questions?
Oh, I said do. Because my internet is really bad and I can't really like net play people. So what I do is like solo practice.
Yeah.
And like that's it, and then go to my weekly, and then that's it. That's like my only practice. And I'm like, I'm listening to the same guys over and over again. I'm like, I want more. Like I want something more,
Yeah.
For practice, just like it's good solo practicing. I'm saying Joe is good, right?
Yeah.
And go to my weekly is great,
Yeah.
Weekly is great, right? But like there's like something more. I want like more.
I mean, are you doing analysis at all?
No, nothing else. Just solo practicing and go to like weeklies, my weeklies.
I would definitely just watch your sets back that you lose. If you don't feel really that confident about like trying to break down like what's going on or like why you're losing to a particular player, either one, not even ask me, you can ask like them why you lost. Sometimes like they'll be cool enough to be like, hey, like here's something I thought was like you were doing wrong. I like doing that when I really can't figure something out against this particular player. I like local. But if they aren't willing to do that, then you can ask the Jigglypuff Discord, just general questions.
Yeah.
And then if you can't like break down again what you're doing wrong, you can just watch like a top player for inspiration in the matchup and be like, hey, I'm not doing that. That seems pretty cool. Like, I think sometimes you can do it like watching like almost side by side, where you like watch a game of like you playing Ice Timers, and then you watch a game of like Hungry Box playing Ice Timers, and be like, hey, like was there something that Hungry Box is doing right or not? Sometimes you don't know if it's right or wrong that they do, and sometimes they don't know if there's right or wrong that they do. They're just something that's how they play Melee.
Yeah.
You just basically test it out like the next tournament and be like, hey, does this seem pretty cool? If it doesn't, then just stop doing it and just replace it with something else. But yeah, I mean, it definitely sucks not having like reliable friendlies. Like that's a pretty big part of improvement for sure. But I mean, like there's definitely ways to still improve. I mean, again, VOD analysis is pretty huge.
Yeah.
And I would definitely say it's easier to analyze like other people's gameplays, like the top players for now. Like for me, like if you don't feel that great about yourself, it's a lot easier to watch top players and be like, hey, wow, that's cool. Yeah. That's basically what I did. And like probably like at the start, I mostly watched the top players, and then I watched myself a bunch once I felt more confident understanding what they were doing. And then at this point, I just basically watch other puffs because I can just understand.
Inspired.
Yeah, I just get inspired. I just like kind of know what happened and what went wrong in a set. Like after it happened, I don't need to really watch it back at this point. I know fiction is like literally said the exact same thing multiple times. It's just it's a hard skill to learn for sure.
All right. Oh, and the other question I have. What other question I have? More good. More good. Begin the question. Thinking. Do I have another question? I don't know. I mean, playing. Okay. From watching me, all you feel like I have, I call it what, there's there's just saying like, not pink ball, was what's the thing, you bounce it, it comes back, it always comes back. I'm like way too approachive. I don't know how to break that. It's like, if you're watching me, like, I go in way too much. Like, I just like.
Yeah, I mean, that's a hard one to break off. It's a good thing that your issue is that you approach too much, honestly. Because I most of the time when I watch pups nowadays, they have the opposite problem. They approach too little. I think the cool thing about approaching too much is that you get to like play more melee and be able to, like, again, when you like look at top player VODs or like after this, like you implement like some things and be like, hey, like when I'm approaching a bunch, I can see if it worked or not. That's the cool part about approaching. So I don't think it's like necessarily a bad thing to get approached a lot right now. But like kind of what I was saying in the Ice Climber set and like with Marth too, where it's like with the Marth recovery thing, that's a pretty big spot of like, oh, you're approaching too much, you kind of like force yourself into center stage when you're recovering a lot, when you can't do that. And like the same thing, like you're trying to pound a neutral against Marth and Ice Climbers, like you just don't have to take like interactions, like you don't have to like skip. It's skip to like, okay, this is like a better spot for me in neutral, essentially. Like this is a better advantageous spot to have them be hitting by pounds, so I get a split up Ice Climbers earlier, or if I get a pound on Marth, they could die earlier than me going for back airs a bunch and then building damage to the point where when I go for a grab, like they get hit off stage with a grab, or when I go for a falling up air, they get wristed for it. Like you can just take interactions a lot slower, and just like not skip steps or like try and force your way back to like the perfect neutral spot. You don't have to force the Jigglypuff is the cool thing about the character. You can take your time and just like pick your spots better and just be like, hey, you know what? Instead of just like going at full send with a bound here, I'm just gonna full hop in place or crouch in place. Like again, off the landings, like you like jump away after landing every time. Like you can just crouch and just see what happens and see what your opponent does. Like that's completely fine gameplay. Like there's no like stigma or anything behind just like, you know, not full send approaching like every 2 seconds. Like a 3-minute Marth Puff game is honestly pretty fast. Even though you won, like this should realistically be like 4 minutes like at minimum, like on battlefields. Like and this Ice Climber game, this could realistically be closer to 2 minutes, and that's fine. It's just like, yeah, you don't have to rush. That's the big thing about melee. You just don't have to rush at all. Like you don't want to play every game to like 0 minutes, but like you don't have to play every game a 3-minute game against Marth. Like you can take your time a little bit.
Alright, cool. Alright. Nothing else. I got nothing. Nothing else.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, just let me know if you have any other questions. I'll send this to you. Probably upload it, hopefully, in the next week or two. But yeah, I'll see you.
Yeah, see you.
All right, bye.
Bye.